G'day guys, it's John here today, and thought I'd do a quick video on wind and wind bracketing and then try to demonstrate it here today. It's pretty windy and see if this is going to work. So a little bit on wind bracketing, and I'm going to use this target here to kind of demonstrate it. So we got our plate here, and for demonstration purposes, let's say that this plate's at 200 yards and it measures 1 mil wide. And so we take readings on our wind. We see our wind is running, 8 to 12 mile an hour. Let me get rid of that flag. All right, flag out of the way. All right, so our target here, it's a mil wide. We've got a 48 mile an hour wind at 200 yards. So that's gonna basically, that difference is 4 mile an hour. And if you look on your ballistic app, you'll see that that's about a 0.8 mil difference. So what that means is, if this is 1 mil wide and my actual wind hold min to max is 0.8 mils, I can center that window from the 8 mile an hour all the way up to the 12 mile an hour on the plate. So I can hold that bracket on the plate, pull the trigger, and I'm going to hit. So I'm either going to hit over here to over here, somewhere in there. So throughout a stage as you're shooting, when you start with your wind bracket and you hold your wind bracket on the target, and let's say you hit over here and you see the target swing, then you know you're shooting on the 8 mile an hour side of your bracket. And so for your next target, you could slide your bracket over so you're coming off to hold yourself centered. That way, your group size, you don't happen to come off of your edge, if you follow what I'm saying. So we're gonna grab some wind speeds here and have a go at 200 yards down here and see what we can do. Alrighty, we're down at 10 when we started off there, climbing 14, 15. As we can tell, the wind has calmed down. We're holding pretty steady 16, so probably call that our minimum. And another thing we have to really watch for is our wind direction. We got a kind of a tailwind here today. It's about 7 o'clock-ish. So if it changes from like 7 to 7:30, that's a huge difference in our wind. So yeah, we're running basically 16 to 20 mile an hour here, and our gusts, they're substantially higher, but we don't have a gust right now, so I don't know what to do for that. Shut that down. I already put all of my temperature and air pressure in here, so I know I'm good for that. Let's put into the app here. So first thing I'm going to do is I got my chart pulled up here for my range, 201 yards what I'm shooting, and put in our wind speed. So our column was 15. We might have something that goes below that, but 15 to 20 is going to be my bracket. And then I got to put my wind direction. Like right in here, she's like maybe 7 mile an hour, 8 mile an hour. It's looking about, I'm gonna go just over that 7 o'clock, like 7:15. Okay, so that should give me my wind hold down here. We'll give her a go and see what happens. And I did a little shot through the binoculars there, so you can see what the plates look like down there. The wind teachers are really flapping around in the breeze, so won't be shooting at them. There's no way I'll be able to tell if I hit or not. All right, now our wind's picking up. Let's grab another reading here. Yeah, as you saw, we're running in the 20s, and if I go over here, my max 32, and the average basically at 15 to 20. We'll drop below the 15 sometimes too. So I'm gonna leave my 15 to 20 bracket as is. 6.7, 2.2 to 2.9. Man, this is cold, guys. do some adjustments here. Looks like down there we're running a little more angle. Put 20 to 30 for my wind bracket. Oops, 30. So basically 4 to 6. It's quite a range, eh? So I think we're between the 5 and the 6. I don't know what you guys are doing blowing away in the wind like that. Okay, so I can't hear them, so I really got to watch the plate, but I was able to connect on the 200 yard, and basically I was holding 6 mils on the slow side, and I was hitting between the 6 to 7 mils. So that's a 6-inch plate, so it's like 0.8 wide or something like that. So I don't get a lot of grace on the plate. So we'll let the wind change, calm down here again, and have another go on that plate and see what we get. Yeah, this shooting 20 plus mile an hour, it's very difficult to judge, like, are we 20 or are we 30? It's, you know, if you're, for what I'm used to here, like 12 to 15 mile an hour would be my normal top winds. So like, I'll come out shooting an 8 to 12 mile an hour wind, and that's not uncommon, and I feel comfortable telling, is it like 8, 10, 12, whatever. But here, like, once it starts getting over 15, like, is this 20 or 25? Well, it's more than 20, but is it 30? Like, I have no idea. It's actually a lot more challenging. Oh, yeah, it's not even comparable. If you'd ever have to shoot matching winds like this, it'd be depression. I might go for 150, 151. Yeah, that 4.4. So currently I have it set. It's a full value wind. It's about what it looks like down there. And just be careful, you don't blow over, guys. So that goes 3.5 to 5.2. So we got like a mil 7. And I don't have any targets out there near that big. Guessing we're pushing the 30s. So I'm gonna hold a half or 5 mils and see what I get. Oh, she died off. Now what are we, eh? That splash looks like 3. There, I got it. We're at 2.8. I remember where, you know, our wind died down there. It's like 15 maybe, by guessing. Okay, let's go 200 yards. And 4. Impact. Empty. Yeah, makes Alright, now she's picking up. I was hitting at 4. I'm gonna go for 6. I don't have illumination at 6. There we go. Impact at 5. That was an impact at 4. And nothing at 4. And I'm out. Basically, that's a disaster. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day. It's getting dark. Can't see my reticle up there anymore on the black ground, so not very well anyway. And I'm not hitting very good. Basically what it boils down to is, at these matches, wind. And the top guys, they can all shoot just as good. And the guy who can read the wind, the guy who can follow the wind the best, he's gonna take the most hits. And the only way to learn that is to get out and shoot in the wind. I admit, this is a little excessive, but it was kind of fun. I shot 70 rounds here, all told. I didn't keep track how many times I hit, but somewhere in that 10-12 range. So the odds weren't very good. I was able to get a couple of consecutive hits at 6 mils at 200 yards, well, 6 to 7. I missed a couple and I got another one. And that was the most I was able to actually hit with the gusts. And then when it died off, it was definitely easier. But that plate out there is 0.8 mils. So that's holding about 4 miles per hour at 200 yards. And so when we have these gusts that are going from 20 to 30, that's a 2 mil change out there, and I'm nowhere able to be able to track that, even with having a 0.8 mil plate to work with. So get out there, shoot in the wind, even 50 yards, 100 yards. You can do a lot of wind practice on small targets. Anyhow, we'll see you at the next one. Till then, stay safe and enjoy your holidays.